Good morning. Good morning. It is Friday. Yes, that is me. That is me. Gap and all. That is me in my Catholic girl uniform. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So I found that picture. I said, oh, let me change this out. That is me. That is me and my mommy doing my I hate it when she used to make me wear my hair down when I was younger. Um Good morning, Minnie, Tina, Just Beto, Jenny Yo, Patricia, Big Bad Wolf, Bambi. I gave you that wrench. You and I need to talk later on today. I need to talk to you seriously. Let's see, who else do we have in the chat? Crafting with Amanda. Good morning, Gwen. Oh my God, I saw the picture this morning. He is so cute. Good morning, Debbie H. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I swore I saw Susan. Did I see Susan in here earlier? Maybe not. Okay, but Susan, if you're listening, you don't have to type anything in the chat. Just hi, Cree. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I told you this gonna get nasty. I told you it's getting nasty. So hi, Bubbly Sue. Good morning. And I was listening to Willie D this morning and his take on this whole Sonia Massey situation. And damn near everything I said Willie D said. And then he was even speaking on the other white cops that have killed innocent Black people. Oh my God. I was like, Jesus Christ. Good morning, Minnie. Yes, I spoke on that yesterday, Minnie. Yep, he was discharged dishonorably for serious offenses, is what it said. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, dirty bitch. Cooch, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to listen to your live. I can't listen when I'm in that chat and he's got, but I will go back in and I will listen. Yeah. And I'm just like, I hadn't been in there 20 seconds. And that man called my name. I know it's an old one, but still, God damn. Jesus Christ. Good morning, Sarah Z. Good morning. Oh, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. So I've generated my report. Thank you. Welcome to the Rose Club. I have generated my report. I'm going to do what I need to do with it. And then I will have the rest of the day to myself. Let's see. Mustang Sally, sweetie, good morning. Cooch, welcome. Sarah said she cannot tag, but good morning, everybody. Okay, so Sweets and Beyond, happy Friday, sweetie. Let me tell y'all. So I'm getting ready to leave next Friday, early Friday morning. I fly out, I think around 5:45, 6 o'clock, something like that. So what I'm doing this week is I'm going to be eating a lot of fruit and stuff or I'm going to make a steak, something that I don't have to have in my refrigerator while I'm gone. So a year ago that was posted. What was posted, sweetie? Okay, Bambi, honey, we're not speaking about Sophie this morning. Okay, we're not speaking about Sophie. That's what you and I are going to have a conversation about. We're going to talk about, oh, Bambi, we'll talk. I'm not going to even bring it up in here, but we're going to talk because you're playing right into the game. So, but you and I will talk later. Okay, so you and I will talk later. So anyway, little old me, there is no me in her. Oh, okay. All right. So, little old me, I spy. You know, I got to go look now because I knew this whole shit was going to get nasty. I knew it was going to get nasty. So, we have, let me take that comment down. Ana Navarro, you know, from The View. Ana says, fuck this. They want to talk about Kamala Harris being on her knees. So here's what we're going to do. My girl went and found the picture of Melania from GQ magazine. The nude picture. And then she started posting pictures of the Trumps partying with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay? I was like, oh shit, shots are being fired. So she says, this is what Ana has to say. She said the reason she posted this stuff is because some Republicans are out there on TV and social media making vile sexual remarks about Kamala Harris and wanted to make her dating history an issue. She said this country deserves a debate on real issues affecting us all. But you want to make this an issue? Bring it on. I've never seen naked pics of Kamala Harris or her spouse. Kamala never partied with sexual predators. So this comes from Alex Lace. I cannot stand him, who calls Kamala the original Hawk Tuck girl. I'm like, really? Fucking for real? So instead of using the N word for her, they're using DEI for vice president. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Hi, sister. Hi, pick me. She says, bring it on. She said this should not be about personalities. It should be about policy. And we have a record to compare. She says the hypocrisy from the Republican Party is out of this world. Oh, I was looking into JD Vance. So tomorrow morning, when Debbie comes on, we're going to have this discussion, Debbie, about JD Vance. And we still don't know who she's picking. But when I saw this shit, I said, oh my God. She went deep. She done found the naked pictures. She done posted pictures of them partying with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, oh. He does? Oh my God. I'm serious. This shit is getting dirty. It is downright dirty. But Ana said, we ain't having none of this. And the picture that she found was 5 years before she married Donald Trump. You know, when he was still married and she was cheating, when he was with Marla, and when he was with Ivana, whatever, shit, them damn eyes, you know, he was cheating with Marla and other people. And then we have him, Stormy Daniels, you know, that man that has no family values. Him. Oh, but they want to talk about Kamala is barren and she has no children, just cats. Some of you motherfuckers shouldn't have children. Just saying. Yes, I know she resigned from her law firm. Yes. Yes. When he announced, when he was picked, she resigned. So I'm just like, this is getting downright juicy. And that picture was from 2000. Really? We gonna be doing this? but you're partying with sexual predators. Sexual predators. You know, the ones that, like to grab them in the pussy, 16, 17 years old, Yeah, that. Good morning, Maria. Somebody asked me about you too. They wanted to know how are you doing. They hadn't seen you around. That was this morning. Oh, it was Tina. It was Tina. She asked me, how are you doing? What? They raised more than $1 million in 90 minutes. Yes, she is. Yes, she is endorsed by them. So I'm just like, what the Debbie, I know you're working, but if you want to come up for a few minutes, I can drop the link for you so you can speak your piece, girl. They broke a Zoom record. Oh, Tina, if you're not paying attention, Maria says she's doing good. She's just working a lot. So I'm just like, I'm too through. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. The call last night raised $2 million so far and counting. Ooh, Mustang Sally. I should have been on that call for the white women. Damn it. Should have been there. Good morning, M. Witt. And just so you guys know, the Olympics starting today. And now there's all kind of shit going on in Paris. This is going to be a clusterfuck. Good morning, M. Witt. They had to open a YouTube. Oh, my God. Anything for the cause. There will be one for everyone on Monday. Okay? I need that. Look, I'm going to need to get that link or something, Mustang Sally, please. Good morning, Pam LaBar. Good morning, sweetie. Girl, I told y'all this was going to get downright nasty. Yes, he is. But I'm excited. Debbie says she's not hearing me. Debbie, go out and come back in. Wait a minute. Can somebody tell Debbie to go out and come back in? Oh, she's hearing now. Debbie, do you have a few minutes to come up or do you want to wait? Why am I screaming? Do you have a few minutes? Probably because I'm always in teams and I'm always screaming because they can barely hear me. Yep, you're absolutely right. So the rings are on the Eiffel Tower. Okay, let me drop the link. I need to ask Nathan if they're going to be going. He's probably going to say no because it's going to be too much. But okay, there we go, Debbie. And I want you guys, sister, do you see my Catholic school girl picture? Do you see me, sister? Two, I need to get your school picture too, so I can put them side by side. Because Tina was telling me this morning, she says, you guys look just alike. Do you have the same mother? I said, no. I said, I am a volunteer. Okay. I said, no, I'm not a mother. We don't have the same mother. I said, but her mother and my mother could have passed for sisters. Oh, Jess. Yes, that is me. That is me. Look, and my gap is there too. Hi, Debbie. Girl, what you got to say but this?
I love me some Anna Navarro. Remember that list that I read?
Yes.
Who I would vote for? That was Anna Navarro on Twitter. I love her. She's a
Good morning, Kelly. Girl, she said, bring it on. Anna said, bring it on.
Mm-hmm. Don't mess with Anna Navarro. I love her.
So let me tell you. So they said that several Congress people have also divisively called her a DEI pick for the president, forcing House Speaker Mike Johnson to hold a meeting of his Republican caucus to urge them to stop using Harris' race and gender in attacks against her. And that's what they're doing. They're using her race and her gender.
The reason why they're doing that is because I have yet to hear what GOP policy is. Yet to hear what it is. I've seen them all walking around with bandages on their ears, but that ain't a policy. That ain't a policy. So when you have nothing to argue on, and what you are arguing on, the majority of the American public is against it, the only thing left to do is shout DEI. And that is so, and here's what pisses me off even more, is that the Speaker of the House had to go in there and tell them to stop being racist. Ain't we grown? I feel, and this is just my personal opinion, that the people who are up in Washington, in the Senate and in the House, the people that we have voted to go and take those seats and do our business on our behalf, have forgotten what the fuck I voted and sent them there for. Because I did not vote to send somebody there to call out a woman on who she did and didn't have sex with, how she got there, on her knees or on her back. None of that. You know what I voted for? For y'all to bring bills to the floor and actually vote on them and get something done in this country. And that go for Democrats and Republicans. I'm so sick and tired of this. Find a policy. Put it down in writing, not including Project 2025. Put it down in writing. Tell me what it is that you planning to do for me as an American citizen. Oh, but wait. I is not an American citizen.
I is not.
I is an immigrant. So basically, what I'm hearing is that this bitch don't count.
So wait a minute. She said, so look, I started following Anna on Instagram because all of this is on Instagram, right? She says, if you want to go low, I'll happily go 20,000 leagues under the sea. I'm like, damn.
Listen, she is feisty and she don't care. She is Cuban, like ratchet Cuban. She's a Republican, or at least she used to be. I'm not sure where she is now, but I've known about her since she was a Republican, but she had common sense. And what's I'm waiting for the Republicans to realize that MAGA is not Republican. MAGA is a cult, because I don't understand what Republican in their right mind would look at candidate Trump and Vance, that ticket, and think that sits well with my morals. They are telling me what I want. Let me tell you, yesterday, okay, so they showed, I saw it on CNN and MSNBC. They went up in Wisconsin and showed some Republican voters. And they're scared, because that idiot woman is now taking the lead on the ticket. And she's stupid and uneducated, and I just don't like her. Well, what she did to you? And this is a teacher that's saying it. Mind you, all three of them look like swamp monsters sitting up there, but I digress. The teacher and her greasy-haired friend sitting there looking like Jabba the Hutt twins, gonna say that Kamala Harris is stupid and ignorant, and I just don't like her.
This educated woman. Let's forget she's a black woman. She's an educated woman.
Mhm.
Like I said, I don't care one way or the other about her because I have feelings, mixed feelings, and Debbie, you and I discussed it. But this is an educated woman.
But let's talk about what we discussed, right?
Yep.
Because you were concerned about all the black men that she took down and all of that. But I want you to do homework on that. I really
I
do.
did. You told me, and I told you I will. I promise you I will.
Do
I
the homework
started
on
looking
that.
into some of it, Debbie, but she's not the only one that's done that. But now that, the office she's in,
Right.
and I found the one in Texas. So I have been. I told you I was going to do my homework,
Good,
and I meant that.
good. Now these Jabba the Hutt sisters also was up there saying, well, it was her job to fix the border. Mind you, they're in Wisconsin, wrong border. But anyway, they expected her to fix the border. My understanding of it was that as vice president, the president told the vice president, get your ass down there, find out what's going on, and bring me back some information. And she did that, just that, because again, teacher, Jabba the Hutt teacher, the role of fixing the problems at the border fall with Congress.
Yep.
Congress, because they
Not the vice
have to
president.
do immigration law and they have to sort that out. So she went to the border. I remember I saw some of the pictures. She went to the border or somewhere close by, but she brought back some information and she relayed it on to Uncle Joe. So then down in the Senate, a bipartisan agreement was formed by a Republican who got together with some Democrats, and they got together and they made immigration reform and sent the bill to the House to be brought up for vote. But
Yep.
wait, hold up. Right before they was going to do it, somebody called Donald Trump, called up the speaker, Speaker Johnson, and said, don't bring that to the floor. Don't vote on it because I need something to run on. Fuck all those deaths from fentanyl that they keep talking about, and fuck all of those immigrants that keep rolling over the border, coming in here and killing people because some insane asylum let them loose somewhere. I don't know. But they're bad people and they coming in here and they killing all of us. Oops, you're dead too. That's what they're doing. Fuck all that. No, because you know what? I need to get back in the office. No, every single one of them rallied behind Orange Turd and they
Orange
left us
turd, not orange turd, Debbie,
unprotected.
not orange turd.
They left us unprotected.
Yes, they did.
40 years have gone by since we had immigration reform, and we would have had the hardest, toughest, newest immigration reform led by the Republicans. And I saw that senator's face at the GOP thing the other day. And when they was talking about immigration and all the people who coming in here killing and raping and pillaging and all of that, where they at? But anyway, all of the people who doing all of the bad things who ran over the border, I saw his face. I saw his face sitting there. Let me tell you, he a better man than me because I would have shit and hauled it at the stage. Honestly, all the hard work he went through. And for what?
Debbie, Marta says that you are so wrong, dear.
How am I so wrong?
Oh,
With what?
Debbie. Oh, damn.
With
Marta, I
what?
can drop the link if you want to come up. Oh, Debbie, you snapped on that one.
I don't care because all of them are sitting up there and not doing the people business. You cannot run on that, but yet shoot it down.
Good morning, Drea, my sweetie. Oh, damn. Yes, immigrants get blamed for everything.
I am an independent. I vote always as long as it benefits me. We have people floating up here in Florida too. This to me.
Marta, have a great day, sweetie. Sorry.
I don't care if I piss somebody off. I really don't. If you can, and this is my problem. If you can't, you stand up here saying that I'm dead wrong, but yet you can't come up here and tell me how I'm wrong. Why? Because I'm speaking facts. Why am I screaming? Bye, Marta.
Dang
Y'all got my
it.
pressure up this morning.
Debbie, uh, have you been day drinking? No, I'm just joking.
Not yet.
Oh my God.
It
Oh
just
my God.
infuriates me. It infuriates me. You think that I sit, I cut and run when people say bad things about whoever I like?
No, I don't.
Exactly. I sit there and I take it because you know why? I deal in truth. I deal in facts.
Facts and truth, baby.
I sources and I listen to multiple sources. Multiple. I don't just believe what TikTok tell me. And
Tiki
mind if you
Tok.
and if you getting your news from TikTok, child, please check out someplace else.
Tiki
Please.
Tok. Tiki Tok.
Whatever. You know, I don't play on that one because I you know, Facebook already got all my information. I'm just not willingly giving it to the Chinese.
Girl, I'm
But
serious.
it's serious, y'all. It's serious, y'all. We got major issues in this country. And the Republicans are sitting up here calling her a DEI hire. That don't even
Yep.
make sense because she was voted in on a ticket.
Yep.
Okay? They're saying that she is uneducated. What? She done okay, you could say she doesn't earn her place, right? But what vice president does? But
I
anyway,
want to hold on, Debbie. I want to know if everybody knows what DEI is because I keep saying that it's diversity, equity, and inclusion.
mhm.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're referring to her as. Okay. So that's what DEI means.
But and so what? You know what the biggest problem is? Is that this country has a fear of people like me, people of mixed heritage, the browning down of America. Instead of y'all sitting up here and trying to fight for a board of education that will help teach y'all children to be accepting and to care for each other, like, or even open up y'all Bibles, do unto others as you wish to be done unto you. What happened to that basic humanity?
Yep. I just pulled up the definition so I can put it out there so they'll see it.
You know,
Girl.
and okay, so I pulled it up too. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Exactly. That's what they're, it's a nice way of saying token. Exactly, Wisco
Exactly,
gal. Exactly.
exactly. But it isn't. Because if you look at the definition,
I'll be right back.
it's a concept and practice used by organizations to recognize and value differences amongst people, ensure fair opportunities for everyone, and foster a work environment where all feel welcome and respected. What is wrong with that? When I go to work, I want to feel like welcomed. I want to be in a non toxic environment. I want to feel welcomed and respected. What is wrong with that? I accept everybody's differences. Everybody. I know people don't accept me based on what I'm made of, based on where I come from, based on how I look, and based on my genitalia. I understand that, but I accept it. I don't understand why people cannot tolerate each other anymore. And this is again why I'm upset with the people in Washington. We send them there to do our work and they're not doing it. They have forgotten a basic premise. They are putting party before country, and it should be the other way around. You put your country before your party. Yes, you can have party policy,
Exactly.
whatever, but you are an American first. And you should be doing right by the people who voted you in.
And you're right on that too, Snuggle Bunny. Neither side are doing right by the American people.
Neither. I've sat here and I've said that over and over and over again. But you can't not just put things on the floor to go to vote. Not things that are so important like immigration. You just can't do that. We had a great bill. It was going to bring so many hundreds of immigration judges, thousands of border patrol. And we did nothing. We did nothing. But then going to complain about it. And what kills me again, infrastructure. Massive infrastructure bill got passed. All the Republicans voted against it. The Republicans for Florida came down here and they were tooting their own horns for all of the infrastructure that's taking place, but their votes were against it. How are you doing that? Stand in your own vote, stand in your own conviction. Don't lie on it and take credit for something that you voted against. That doesn't make me see you in the best of light. Why the fuck you voted against it in the first place if you're going to take credit for it in the end? I just don't understand this.
Exactly.
I'm
Ooh,
gonna need the Republican Party to really figure out what the fuck they are doing. Give me policy, give me an agenda. What we doing here? Tell me what you doing for me. And when I go and see what it is that they're touting in Project 2025, I'm not liking it because basically it goes against everything that I am as an individual. It's as if I don't belong in this country anymore. That's not what America used to be. And none of us here can say that we are it, like the what America is, unless our ancestors Pocahontas. I'm sorry. We are all immigrants to this country. Every fucking last one of us. And I don't want to feel excluded to a country that welcomed me so warmly. Like, oh Lord, I'm dating myself, but
that's
the
okay.
70s, like I was welcomed. I was welcomed. And now,
Thank you, Snuggle. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead because, girl, you are preaching. I got chills. You went. I got chills on this one.
no, because it's a shame. This country used to be like what everyone aspired to be a part of. Democracy was something that globally countries aspire to be a part of. Y'all understand what y'all did when y'all rejected a king and decided that the people were going to rule? And now, decade after decade, the erosion of the educational system in this country has got a percentage of you just disregarding democracy.
Yep.
If you don't use it, you will lose it. It's 200 plus years of this experiment, this living document. And for the first time in over 200 years, we are regressing instead of progressing.
But no one wants to call that out, because they believe that, we're doing great and they're trying to blame no, we're not doing this. Everybody had a part of what's going on right now. Every single party has a part in what's happening. Not just the Republicans, not just the Democrats, but especially the Republicans, because they voted down that infrastructure. So, yeah.
But
Okay.
here's the thing, the Republicans realized decades ago, 'cause, 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 ' They decided, I'm not going to grow my base. I'm not going to try to bring others in. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I take
Oh boy,
out.
network.
No, yeah, they're going to take power at the state level and start maneuvering that way so that they can get back in consistently without ever having to expand their base and make themselves more appealing to new voters. As a political party, you constantly have to be on the lookout for new voters, constantly appealing to new people, having new ideas. Always have your arms open and bringing people in.
Yeah. I pinned Project 25. If you guys want to copy that link and go read up on Project 25, you're going to see exactly what we've been talking about.
It's scary. But you notice that they started with the women, though. Women
Yep.
get too uppity. Women
Yep.
got them jobs. Women getting them educations. Women out earning. What do you mean they want to get paid the same as men?
Equal opportunity, equal jobs, equal pay. And that's not always the truth. Yep, it's 900 pages, but there's a summary there as well.
You know what else is scary, though? The Ivy League colleges of this country are churning out the major people who are creating this environment. But yet they're pandering to the working class, saying, I'm just like you. I'm just like you. No, no, they're not. No, they're not. They don't care about regular folk.
Hi, break the silence.
They don't care about regular folk. You know what they care about? Staying in office, cushy job. They vote down health care.
You don't have to
Yay.
do too much work. Just sit in your office and get 247,000 a year.
Right.
I'm gonna run
And
for office.
healthcare.
Shit.
And healthcare. Don't forget that.
Hmm.
While they sit up there and try to dismantle ACA. And the people are so stupid. They're like, oh, I'm sending my representative to vote down Obamacare, but I have ACA, so it's fine. This is how stupid they are.
Tell them, Debbie.
This is how stupid they are. All I'm saying is, guys, there's a lot of outside entities that are infiltrating our electoral process. Do your homework. Get the full context of the little snippets that they send you to sway your opinion.
Yep. Don't just look at this. Look at the full context. I've always said you need to see the full context, not just the little clips. You need to see it all.
Yep. And if you feel good with your vote after doing your homework and that your vote will benefit you, then I congratulate you, because that's the same thing that I'm doing. That is the same thing that I'm doing, because each and every one of us who are allowed to vote, they have the obligation and to vote their conscience, their morals, and what benefits them. I'll never fight with somebody over that,
Never.
because your situation is different to mine.
So Flower Power had a question, and I went back to it. She says, I have a serious question for you both. Why is it that we can't find any young, competent runners for office?
We did, Kamala, cat lady, meow.
Meow.
We did.
Meow.
There's a bunch in the pipeline, but remember, we needed Joe Biden was there at the right time in 2020, and we needed somebody who had sense, who had a plan, who had an agenda, who laid it out and was able to speak on it at the time. And he did his job. He has led this country out of the biggest pandemic in over 100 years
Yep.
without the economy crashing, without inflation going like sky high, like it is in most countries. Again, you've got to compare America to other nations in the world to realize how fucking rock star we are. Our economy is the envy of the world. How we navigated through this is the envy of the world. I will not sit here and listen to any candidate who say America is bullshit. America is the worst. America is this, that, the other, third. America is great. And I'll fight you on that. America is great. It is the envy of every other nation in the world. Every bitch want to be it over here. Look at 90 Day Fiance. Every bitch want to be over
Want to
here.
come over here.
I will fight anybody who say anything bad about America. You are not going to bog me down in negativity against the country that has given me and my family so much. We work fucking hard for it, and we are very appreciative for it.
Rock star. Debbie, we running. Guys, this is it. Debbie and I need votes. I'm going to make Debbie president. I'm just going to be vice president. I'm just going to sit. I'm going to be, she's going to be Obama. I'm going to be Biden way back when. Okay. Debbie going to be president. I'm going to be vice president. And we're going to straighten this whole shit out.
Okay. And I'm also going to encourage all of y'all to go to the Seneca Project online. Tara, a woman, she's a Republican that I've watched. I can't remember her last name because she got pretty eyes like Heidi. But she
Thank you.
I have watched for years. And she has just started the Seneca Project.
The Seneca Project? Wait a minute. I think you mentioned that to me, Debbie. And I haven't, because when Debbie and I talk, we be having some good discussions. Okay, Seneca Project. 2025.
Yes. Every one of y'all, go and check that shit out. Go and check that shit out. If you are a woman, if you claim to be a woman, if you have migrated to being a woman, or if you have delusions of grandeur of being a woman, or you celebrate and support women, go over to the Seneca Project.
Is led by women dedicated to mobilizing moderate women voters. Hold on. Let me get you this link so you guys can check it out. And they're warning everybody about Project 25. I mean, it is not a joke. So I'm going to get you this link so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Sweets, you're going to be on the cabinet. Sweets, we got you. It's the Seneca Project. I just dropped it. Sweets, I'm putting you on the cabinet. And besides, you can cook too. And but I'm not going to make you a cook. I'm going to have you train our chefs. Okay. So we got you. Oh my God, Debbie. Girl, I said it. I said, this election is not going to be, it was going to be bad, but now it's worse.
No, this is perfect. This is perfect because you know why?
With the mudslinging?
Let them sling because Kamala got her Vaseline on and she is ready. She took out her earrings and
she took the earrings off too and the heels. She took everything off. Got
she
you.
came with her sneakers. Better yet, she came with her Doc Martens because she's gonna be kicking ass.
Ooh, Lord.
She is a trained fighter. And don't nobody come up here and tell me, well, she didn't pass the bar in the first try.
Shit, half of them don't pass the bar on the first try.
That's right, because you know why? She took one of the hardest bar exams in the United States of America.
Yep.
But that bitch passed eventually. So leave her alone. And what she did was that she became the attorney general of that great state.
Is she? No, I'm not talking to you. Jesus Christ, these people.
See, when you're not accomplished, you try to tear down other people's accomplishments. Me, I'm the exact opposite. When I know I can't do something, I praise you for doing it because I know I can't. No, I can't. I'm deficient in that way.
Oh my God. Oh, there you go. When I first took my driver's license thing, I was 16. Well, I had my learner's permit in Louisiana, 16. When I first took my driver's license test in Texas, I was really nervous. I went to one place, failed. We drove 20 minutes to the next one, and I took it. And I passed it. And I was in a fucking stick shift. That guy got in it with the driving part. He tried to go back in and find somebody else to come take me. And then he was telling me about how I should, how I should hold my hands. I said, why? I don't do it when you're not in the car. He just looked at me. I'm gonna give you a position, all right. Oh my God. Who would vote for someone who to fake a cover of himself on Time magazine? Jesus Christ. Girl,
Oh, magazine. Did you see the Time magazine cover with Kamala walking in and Biden walking out? Oh, shit.
No, I didn't. Hold on.
Epic.
Hold on. Time magazine cover. Look, I ain't got time. Time magazine cover. Hold on.
I hope
Let me look.
Real, because I saw it on the Twitter. You can't always trust what you see on the Twitter.
Yeah, I didn't see the cover with. Oh, I see. Panic. Okay, there was Biden walking out and Kamala walking in. I see it. I see it. Hold on. Let me share it. Wait a minute. Jesus Christ. Okay, Time magazine. This is the picture right here. Kamala walking in, Biden walking out. I like that.
Yeah, it's a little shady, but I like it.
Ooh, so they said 3 weeks ago, Time magazine ran a pretty brutal cover following Joe Biden's disastrous debate performance against Donald Trump, filled with the red negative space. The cover depicted a tiny Biden appearing to wander listlessly into the distance. And now with the announcement that Biden has dropped out of the race, the magazine has issued a brilliant sequel. And there is Kamala walking in. Look at this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's walking out. She's coming on in. Jesus Christ. Can we all just get along?
We used to be able to do that. We used to be able to do that. Because that is part of the art of negotiation. You speak with one another. Not every party gets 100% of what they want, but they come to a compromise. But if you can't talk to each other, you will never get anything done.
Wait a minute. Break the silence says, I'm starting an online university. Sign up so I can scam you. Trump University? Is it going to be named Trump University? I'm sorry. Let me stop. Yep, he endorsed her, but now they're talking about Montel Williams, who is Kamala Harris' ex-boyfriend. He hasn't endorsed her yet. Who gives a shit?
Wait, no, he came out. He gave an endorsement to me when he said, yeah, we dated over 20 years ago, and we were both single. Kamala's an accomplished woman. That was an endorsement to me. He said, on top of that, don't bring my children into this, because the pictures have his daughter in it.
No, they don't.
Yes. The picture where she's in a white, like spaghetti strap or cream colored spaghetti strap dress, and then there's a girl on the other side of him. That's his daughter. So yeah, their comments could have been interpreted by both, but he shot all of that shit down real quick. To me, that was an endorsement.
That's why I'm selling steaks and cheap vodka. Damn. Oh my God. I didn't even know he had a mattress. But he says he's not going to debate her. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
No, he's licensed his name to everything that he thinks will make money.
Judge Joe Brown Judge Joe Brown is a drunk. Okay, he's a drunk. He would be on the bench drunk if anybody didn't realize that. He's a drunk.
Wait, ain't Judge Joe Brown the TV judge?
Yeah, he's a drunk. You know, the one that went out to the club that night and his wife divorced his ass after he was out there drunk, grabbing at some young girl. Yeah, him, the drunk.
Well, well, he could have his opinion as a TV judge, I guess.
But he was a real judge.
Who's now a TV judge?
Oh, he was a real judge. He says, Joe, GOP attacks are energizing Democrats. Let me see. I was trying to find. Okay, Judge Joe Brown loaded. Yeah, I found the video. Loaded 10 years ago. Hold on.
Loaded how?
Hold on. In case y'all didn't see it. Let me show y'all Judge Joe Brown loaded. Okay. Let me put my little thing and I'm going to put fair use up here. Hold on a second. We're going to use fair use, trigger warning. And let's look at the illustrious Judge Joe. Look, who had just gotten married. Well, hadn't just gotten married, but was out there dipping. Here we go.
Shit. I keep telling my boys to bring somebody like this home as a daughter. Give my phone. I will feel God good. Yeah.
Look how short he is.
I mean, who are you, bro? Come on.
Hey, Judge.
Come on, baby.
Judge, what you drinking
Come on, baby. Come on,
baby. Double Bombay Sapphire.
Double Bombay Sapphire.
And look, I need a granddaughter like you.
A granddaughter? Hey, guess what,
Judge Joe Brown.
I'm not guilty.
I'm not guilty.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. Niggas ain't guilty.
I don't do that bullshit anymore.
You don't?
No. I'm about making a lot of money behind it.
No, you're right, because I've been watching TV in the daytime.
Bro, give me a picture, bro.
No, it's on. They're playing not reruns. They're playing new shit and replay obscure, man.
Well, our memory started to kick in. You feel me?
Are you a real player?
Yeah, see, look, the bad picture, man.
Look, that's the illustrious Judge Joe Brown. Okay, there you go. What you guys said, Debbie?
Was he sitting down?
He's short. He was, and then he stood up. He's short.
Oh my!
That's Judge Cuda Brown.
That angle did not do a lot for him.
No, he's short. You saw the girl was taller than he was. Yes, that's Judge Joe Brown. So who gives a fuck what Judge Joe Brown has to say? He got pissed when they canceled his show. Then he started attacking Judge Judy. He started oh, girl, he went off. He's a bitter little man. Although he was quite funny on the bench, but I like Judge Mathis better. Oh shit, the mattress needed to be impeached. Oh my God. So Debbie.
Yes.
So yesterday.
Yeah.
When I did my members only live, I discussed Keefe D and the fact that he's putting what's his name? Diddy in all of this shit, right? So hold on. I need to bring it up so you guys can see it because I have it on my bottom screen. Hold on. Listen to this shit.
Tonight in the 27-year-old Tupac Shakur murder case. According to new court documents obtained by News 3, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis accuses hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs of paying $1 million in a plot to kill Tupac. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Snyder.
And I'm Marie Mortera. Now the lieutenant, first on scene that night, almost 30 years ago, was speaking out. News 3's Kalia Patterson joining us here with his response to those accusations.
She's beautiful, and I love
Jim
the dress.
Dwayne Davis, also known as Keefe D, says that rapper Sean Diddy Combs was also involved in that murder of Tupac Shakur. Now, the officer who last
been
spoke to
saying that,
Tupac
yes.
says that just does not add up with the evidence.
How long would you expect, the rest of the world and the criminal justice system to all sit around and do nothing?
Former Las Vegas Lieutenant Chris Carroll sits down with News 3, unfazed by new court discoveries in the Tupac Shakur murder case. New court documents show that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis accused hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs of paying $1 million for the killing of the rap icon Tupac Shakur. According to the documents, Davis claims Combs paid Eric Von Martin the money.
I just don't see any proof of it. I don't see it leading anywhere other than the real story, which is that the murder took place with Orlando Anderson.
Davis also claims Combs offered to set up a phone call with Terrence Brown. Brown was the driver of the car that drove by with bullets flying out to Shakur and Suge Knight on the Las Vegas Strip, September 7th, 1996.
There's really not even a motive there. The whole East Coast, West Coast thing. Yeah, it was a thing in the 90s, but it certainly was no reason to put $1 million hit on somebody. I think the fact to say that Diddy is part of it, Diddy paid $1 million, I think it just makes for a good story.
Davis is also having trouble getting his bond paid. A friend of Davis's, another music executive, tried to pay it, but the judge denied the payment because she didn't know where the money came from. Prosecutors argued if Davis...
And in case you guys don't know that, the judge can deny it if you can prove to her where that money came from.
Good on her.
Yep, she can deny it, and that's anybody.
Davis is set free
Drug
on
dealers,
bail.
whatever.
He would sell his life story involving Tupac as income while he was on trial. Davis's attorney said that's not legal.
In regards to any restrictions that money is for his life story, again, as Your Honor just noted, it's very limited that at this point, since he's not convicted, you cannot tell Mr.
That's right.
Davis he cannot receive those monies. He can receive any money.
That's right. He can. He's not convicted
until he's convicted.
Carroll says the story is cut and dry and should be laid to rest.
Will it bring closure to the case? No.
No.
Regardless of whether he's found guilty or not guilty, the conspiracies will still continue. And unfortunately, I don't think it's really going to change anybody's mind much, regardless of what happens.
The judge over this case will make a decision on Davis's bail this week. Live in studio, Kalia Patterson, News 3.
First at 5 on your news later.
But this doesn't sound like new news.
It's not. But now in the indictment, his name is there 77 times.
Who names? Puff?
P. Diddy, Puffy, Sean Combs. Those are the three names that appear 77 times. All those names are being used.
Oh.
And he has been saying that for years. And she's not lying. He has. And he's been doing interviews for years. They've been knowing this man was involved with this shit. Why now? 27 years later. Well, really 26. He was arrested last year. He's been saying it.
I don't know, girl. I don't know. This is just very weird. Because it sounds like new news to me, but I guess and the man that was at the court, he's the one who is supposedly the pow pow person.
No, his nephew, who is now deceased.
Oh. Well, I guess it all leads to evidence with regards to Puff. I don't know. I always found it strange that such two high profile pow pows and they can never make it three. But they found the one from the DJ from Run DMC. They finally
they found him. And then they tried to say that he was moving weight, He was moving weight, and it was retaliation. And you know what, Gwen? They saying that he's got political people in his pocket. They've been saying that, and that's why they're trying to get him. They really don't want him. They want the people that are pulling his strings.
Yeah.
It's okay, Danny. They want the people that are pulling his strings. But wait a minute. We got to do this one. And then I want you to see. Hold on. Let me stop. God jiggity damn. Hold on. Let me add this back. Okay, let me take this comment down. Oh, here we go.
Tonight, a loving father is sharing the terrifying moment someone broke into his home and attacked his children. And let's just say Dad made the suspect regret that decision.
Big time. Police say the suspect is in custody and will be charged. ABC 10's Roxana Lee.
Watch this. It's all on Ring camera.
Looked around, ducked down, looked, and then just rushed through the door.
Bobby Tucker says a stranger who was screaming and growling came into his home and attacked two of his children around 5:30 p.m. Thursday.
He attacked my 14-year-old son from the back. He jumped on him, choking him out to the ground. And then he moved on to my 11-year-old. When I came out, he was standing about right here over the top of my son.
Yes, they did too. So my sister did. And one day she'll come up and tell you guys that story. Her fiance was shot. Yeah. So that's something that you guys, she'll have to tell you herself.
Who works as a security guard says he was in the back of the house with his youngest son when he heard the commotion. He rushed out from his hallway and saw the man hitting his 11-year-old
and not
son.
Tupac.
I admit I blanked out for a while. Probably
the real
scared my
person, girl.
kids too, because I just kept hitting the guy, and I could hear them saying, "Someone call 911."
Citrus Heights police responded within 5 minutes and took the man into custody.
He was out cold, unresponsive. The paramedics tried to get him to wake up and respond. He was just out.
Police aren't releasing the man's identity yet and
man.
can't say if he was on drugs or had mental health problems. The father of four says his door was unlocked at the time because his children had just taken the trash out. He later posted these photos of the man, one of him entering his home and the other with him being taken out on a stretcher.
He definitely picked the wrong house to come into.
Tucker says he wants this to serve as a warning to other homeowners.
Definitely get you something inside your home to protect yourself, whether it's mace or a firearm.
The father of four says his focus now is getting his sons through the trauma of being attacked.
Looking into try and get them at least a little bit of therapy so they can talk about it and not be afraid and scared, because your home is supposed to be your sanctuary.
In Citrus Heights, Roxana Elias, ABC 10.
Now, this man has custody of his four kids.
Mm-hmm.
I know who you were talking about, girl. I said your real story. Debbie, he beat him down.
Mm. Well, he was protecting his family, wasn't he?
No, I'm serious. But wait, just hold up. Now, let me tell y'all something. Remember how I told you guys that I used to send Vicky home in an Uber, but I always made sure it was a female Uber. She always knew that I was going to be tracking the car, and whoever was driving her home, they would text me and let me know that she's at her destination, and then Vicky would text me and let me know she was there. So this is why you don't let your kids get in an Uber by themselves. This is a 12-year-old girl.
Driver was released from jail 5 days after his arrest for sexual assault of a child, a 12-year-old passenger. Hello, I'm Steve Eager.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. So the girl was using a service called Uber Health. The company says the driver went through background checks.
No, she was
Fox 4's
taken up
Alex
for
Boyer breaks down the timeline of what happened. Alex.
Hey guys, we learned some additional details today. Plano police say that suspect was working, as you mentioned, for something now called Uber Health. He was a driver for them when he picked up that 12-year-old girl back on July 9th. We know that she was in the Uber alone. Now, 31-year-old Robert Johnson, the third.
Look at him. Look at this big beast of a man that attacked a 12-year-old little girl.
is charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child. He bonded out of jail yesterday, 5 days after his arrest. Plano police say he picked up the girl from a medical facility in Frisco and was supposed to take her directly to her mom's house in Plano. Instead, investigators say Johnson pulled into the parking lot of a business located in the 4200 block of Legacy Drive and allegedly sexually assaulted her in the car before dropping her off. A police affidavit describes the incident in graphic detail. He allegedly told her not to tell anyone or there would be, quote, issues. The girl told her mom the next day. Plano police addressed what a lot of people are asking, why a 12-year-old girl was traveling in a rideshare alone.
Now, this happened to Pretty Monita at her facility as well. They put a young girl in an Uber share with the woman, and the woman allegedly sexually assaulted this girl.
Between the facility and Uber Health, they say that this is a great way to get your child to and from locations when maybe you don't have the means to do so. The mother thought that she was doing the right thing. She thought that they would have done the right thing. Unfortunately, no matter how many things are done right, these predators are still going to infiltrate these systems, whether if he didn't even have, bad background, whatever it is, he made that decision to, assault a child on that day.
And in a statement to Fox 4 News, Uber says this monstrous behavior has no place in our society or on the Uber platform. We take reports of this nature very seriously and have permanently banned the driver. We have been in touch with the Plano Police Department regarding their investigation. And Uber,
but that's Uber. They've banned him. But can he drive for Lyft? Can he drive for anyone else? Who's going to check his record? If he's not convicted, how would they know? How would they know?
Uber Health's website does say that providers typically book the trips and can monitor them in real time. When we talked to Plano Police today, Officer Chapman said that there definitely are applications out there where parents can live stream with their child when they're in a situation like that by themselves. That, of course, can be very beneficial.
Well, just hours ago.
But that's what I'm saying. So this one is a sad story, but I'm going to hold off on that one. That's what I'm saying. How would if he's not going to drive someplace else? Who's going to check his record? Uber says they check their records. But if he's not convicted, and who's to say he hasn't done this before and no one's come forward? They're not safe nowhere, Pat. Good morning. They're not safe. Hi, Bella Marie. I'm sorry. They're not safe anywhere. Now, this story is what gets me. 2 years ago, she lost her son and her brother. They were pew. I want you to see what's going on here. This is sad.
Atlanta police confirming a missing woman's body was found inside of a parked car at the West End MARTA station. Chanel Crosby, a mother of three, was reported missing earlier this week. She disappeared after an alleged trip to Macon with her boyfriend. 11 Live's Cody Alcorn live in the West End where Chanel's body was found for us this evening. Cody.
Jennifer, I was actually interviewing Chanel's dad when he got the call that his daughter's body had been found. Don Wilson says he last saw his daughter on Saturday, July 13th.
Well, him and Chanel went up to Macon, Georgia.
At least that was the plan. Chanel and her boyfriend, who lived with her dad.
After I heard nothing else from her.
They both lived there.
Earlier this week, he learned Chanel's boyfriend was seen in Atlanta.
I didn't even know he was back, but she wasn't with him.
And the boyfriend never came home.
He acting strange.
Don read the last text he sent him.
Say, Pop, tell Chanel, call me ASAP. Why she ain't been answering the phone? You know why she ain't answering the phone? She can't answer the phone. You killed her.
A chilling moment in the interview.
Some people way up on the Lithonia even sent me a message. Talked to me, and they said that he shot her and put her in the trunk of a car. What car, I don't know.
Less than 10 minutes after Dawn said that, just as we were about to interview Chanel's cousin,
They found my daughter.
They found her?
Look at this shit, girl.
Chanel's body found 9 miles away from her home in the back seat of an abandoned car. His daughter ripped from his life and his grandbaby's lives.
He didn't only take her from her parents, stuff like that. He took her from her children.
Tonight,
This
Atlanta
news
police
reporter
have not
knows his
publicly
family quite
identified a
well.
suspect. I did ask them if Chanel's boyfriend has been cooperating, and they would not comment on the investigation.
Cody, if this story couldn't get any more heartbreaking, you've interviewed Chanel several times yourself after her oldest son was killed.
Yeah, I actually met Chanel when her oldest son was killed up in Lithonia, DeKalb County in September of 2022. This is a picture of the two of them. And Chanel and I spoke a lot as I helped her keep her son's case in the public to help catch his killers. In fact, this picture, it's just heartbreaking. It's of the two of them. Chanel never got the chance to go to prom, so Jamarian invited her to his school dance so she could finally go to a prom. But tonight, again, her investigation's still underway to find out what exactly happened to her. In the West End, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
He killed this woman. How do we know he didn't kill her son? So I'm just like, this shit has gone a little too far. Now we did have in Fremont, this officer arrested someone. He arrested the wrong person, and his police chief took immediate action. And I'm gonna play this for you guys to let you know not all police departments are condoning the shit that's going on. Hold on, let me. Oh Lord, I tell y'all. Here we go. See, I put them all in queue.
Fremont's police chief is putting new policies in place after one of his officers arrested the wrong man.
Officer Chevy Farmer was suspended without pay for 3 days. The police chief now speaking out. 13 Action News reporter Alexis Means has the story.
The police chief says the officer feels horrible. He's also reminding his officers to take an extra 15 seconds when checking information while investigating a case.
I'm
of course disappointed that we didn't live up to the standards that our community expects us to.
Fremont's police chief apologized to the community after business owner Darnell McLeod was wrongfully arrested on a drug trafficking warrant.
We can't do this alone. We need community support. With the community support, we are exponentially better at doing our job as police officers. We've been talking amongst ourselves on ways we can do better. And it's not just with interactions like this. There's other things that we can do better.
He says there is training in place and procedures officers should follow when arresting someone on a warrant.
How long does it take? What's your birthday? What's the last four numbers of your social security number? What's your home address? What's the address on your license? I mean, I'm just saying that out loud right here. And there are some protocols that we are talking about putting in place for every time, even those times that officers don't think they need it.
Officer Chevy Farmer was given a 3-day suspension without pay for failing to confirm the identity of a person he arrested. Darnell McLeod spent nearly a half an hour at the jail. It was a jail employee who recognized the officer arrested the wrong guy.
What's your whole name? My name is Mr. McLeod. My name is Darnell McLeod.
The police chief is reviewing past warrant arrests.
This is not a chronic issue, part of the review.
So he went back and he's reviewing the past warrant arrest that this officer did. He's taken matters into his hand. He's just not writing him up and suspending him and saying, let's not do this again. He's actually taken the time to go back and review what previously happened to make sure that these arrests were done correctly. And I applaud him for
that we have done internally is we're just looking back and through our records to make sure that we did good jobs and the other warrants that we executed.
And he's reminding his officers,
when we do these jobs, all of them, we need to do them well, and we need to live up to the expectation of our community and the rules that we have as a police department.
Reporting from Fremont, Alexis Means, 13 Action News.
So that was that one. And I have one more that I'm going to play before I get out of here. But Debbie, what did you think about that?
That was, Lord, that's a lot. You showing some heavy stuff this morning. I think I've come down.
Excuse you can go down and go do your work, but this is
no. I mean, I was amped up before, but now I'm like seeing real reality here. So much.
Yes, this is reality. Now
it's crazy.
This is the shit that's been going on. And when I read, because I get all these alerts and stuff on my phone, and I go through and I want to say, okay, I'm sure people didn't hear about this one. I'm sure people didn't hear about that one because no one's told me about it. So I go in and then I look at the articles and I see this, and then I try to find the news clippings. So the last one I have, it's about this woman that killed her 3-year-old son. This again, Ohio, okay? But wait a minute. I'm going to give you the backstory. So this little boy was in foster care. This woman goes and says that the foster parents were SAing the child, and she got him back just to beat him to death. Okay? So this is her sentencing, and her name is Tamika Ingleton. Okay? Tamika Ingleton is her name. And this judge had no issues with telling her about herself. So we're going to listen to this. If I'm not showing you the little boy's body or anything else, but this case, she was just sentenced on July 21st? No, she was sentenced July 22nd. What?
There's breaking news coming on.
What?
U.S. arrests Sinaloa cartel leader, son of El Chapo.
Yes. Oh my God, that just flashed. He's arrested?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Ooh. Ooh. El Chapo's son. Okay. Hold on. Well, okay. I'll have to discuss that tomorrow because then I need to look into it. Okay, look, I need to look into it. But it just flashed on my thing, news break. It just flashed on my thing. Oh my, oh shit. This should be good. I didn't even know that they were actually looking for him. And guys, no matter what you hear, Jimmy Carter is still alive, okay? Jimmy Carter is alive. I don't know if he's kicking, but he's alive.
Let me tell you, if I ever have to go into hospice, I want to go into that hospice that he's in. Love it.
He's in hospice in his home with his family.
Well, I want his caretakers.
Okay, I'm going to call him up. Okay, look, I'm going to call him and say, Debbie needs you. Okay, guys, I'm going to play this one for you. And I want you to see this piece of shit. What is wrong with these people? And I said earlier, some of these people don't even need kids. Jesus.
Like to say me.
I was in love with El Chapo. Shut up, Debbie.
My daughter, I should have never got him back because I wasn't fit to be on my thing. I knew that.
Hold on. What's the Cuban guy's name? Damn. Alexa off. Shit. She was just telling me. Castro had the best uniform with all these goddamn medals across his chest. I said, he know damn well he didn't fight no wars. Castro was always in his khakis and starched down. I'm like, look at him. And like Idi Amin, that was the biggest, ugliest man I've ever seen in my goddamn life, and had all these wives and killing them because one wife cheated on him. I got to go through these things. Idi Amin was one of the nastiest dictators there were. Whew. Okay, let's go.
I wanted him to stay with the movie family, but I was more pressured into getting him back because of
you weren't pressured.
They wanted him. I always wanted him to stay with them because I knew I wasn't fit. I gave my other kids up because I knew I wasn't fit to be a mother. I don't know how to be a mother. I don't even know who I am.
Really? You a killer? Convicted?
And that's all I can say. And I apologize to everyone that I've hurt. That's all I can say.
He is immortal. He'll be 100 in October.
You know, Tamika, I have to always start a sentencing by reminding everyone what is the purposes and principles of what I do here. And that is, it's to punish you, protect the public from future crimes by you and others, using the minimum sanctions that this court determines accomplishes the purpose without imposing an unnecessary burden on court or government resources. I always have to consider the need for incapacitation, deterrence,
look at his judge, girl,
rehabilitation, and restitution. The sentence I impose should be commensurate with and not demeaning to the seriousness of your conduct, its impact on the victim, and consistent with sentences for similar crimes by similar offenders. The sentence is not based on your race, your ethnicity, your gender, or your religion. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You know, this case causes us to confront an often painful reality, the cycle of neglect that can affect families across generations. Ms. Eggleton, you claim to have experienced neglect and abuse throughout your life without any stable parental role models. You went on to have 6 children, Curtis being the 4th. Curtis and his older brother and sisters were all removed from your care. Social services intervened to provide support systems aimed not only to protect the children, but also to heal your families. Through these efforts, our community tried to provide necessary resources and assistance to break the cycle of neglect and to foster an environment where you and your children could thrive.
I'm sorry, I just got something, and after we listen to this, I want you guys to see what this goddamn man said. I'm talking about Donald Trump.
But as this case demonstrates,
I got it, baby.
Social services are not enough to break this cycle of abuse and neglect. Change requires effort from the mother. The record here shows that you abused and manipulated anyone who tried to help you. The overriding theme from professionals in contact with you is that you were verbally abusive, yelling, screaming, insulting, and threatening them. Apparently, you even threatened the director of a visiting center to the point where the police were called and a new location for visitation had to be located. I have a stack of letters from people who knew Curtis. Every one of them speak to how happy and active Curtis was in foster care. They said he enjoyed snuggling with his foster parents. They said he enjoyed running to his foster dad every day when the father came home from work, just so he could be scooped up in his arms. He had a little 4-wheeler to play outside.
Good morning, sweetie.
He got to watch pigs, steer, chicken, cats, and dogs. He loved searching for rabbits and groundhog calls. He had sleepovers at his grandparents' house. There could be no doubt that he was absolutely thriving there. But for some reason, you couldn't let Curtis go. You couldn't let him thrive. 3 children before you escaped you, but you weren't going to let Curtis be. As you had done throughout your life, you lied, you manipulated to get what you wanted. You made completely false accusations of sexual abuse against Curtis's loving foster family. You subjected them and him to invasive examinations necessary to investigate these false allegations.
Yep, she did.
Eventually, you manipulated the system to tear Curtis from the safe, loving home into a nightmare existence. You were clearly frustrated with the potty training Curtis was going through. As a 3-year-old boy who had just been traumatized by being removed from a home he had known from birth, it's entirely normal for Curtis to have frequent accidents. It was absolutely typical toddler behavior. You could have talked to a social worker. You could have talked to a doctor. You could have asked for advice. Instead, you chose to viciously beat Curtis. After you killed Curtis, your lies and manipulation continued as you attempted to hide what you had done. You put Curtis's body in a stroller, which I just saw these photos, with his infant brother, and carted them around town, lying to people at the Family Dollar store, and then to the police with complete fabrications about where you had been and what had happened. You claimed Curtis fell at a water park. Of course, now we know that water park wasn't even open. Of course, the police did a great investigation here. They went through the cameras throughout the city of Cleveland to prove your lies. The autopsy proved your lies as it disclosed blunt force trauma throughout Curtis's tiny body from all your beating. Your actions are further compounded because you manipulated the system to remove Curtis from safety, only then to beat him to death for being a toddler within months. Today's sentencing is a moment of accountability. It is a recognition that our society will not tolerate violence against children. I hear about you not knowing who you are or what you're doing, and that you probably should never have gotten Curtis back. That wasn't what these papers and everything shows, and that's why we're here in this courtroom today. I've not heard one apology for causing Curtis's death. You've shown no self-awareness about what triggered you to inflict such pain on a defenseless child. Without recognizing what you did wrong, you'd repeat your conduct if given a chance. There's statements about mental illness. However, none of those statements excuse your conduct.
Excuse me, you heard what the judge said. The statements about her mental illness does not excuse her conduct. Remember that. Your mental health does not excuse your conduct. And this woman had 6 freaking kids. 6. But she didn't know how to
You
be a
may
mother.
recall
She
recently,
knew how to fuck.
there was a sentencing in
Get
this
pregnant.
court. A man from Parma killed his child because he heard voices in his head. He's currently serving a sentence of 30 years to life. Ms. Eggleton, your cycle of neglect and abuse stops today. You will not be left alone with your surviving infants again. Your manipulation of the system to get what you want also stops today. As a result of that, on count number 4, the felonious assault count, I'm going to send you to 8 years. And as you recall, the rated code sentence on that count, it's 8 plus half, which is 8 plus 4. In count number 5, I'm going to sentence you to 8 years. And on count number 3, the murder, I'm going to sentence you to 15 years to life. I'm going to sentence those cases, or those counts consecutive to each other.
Right.
I believe consecutive sentences is necessary to protect and punish you. It's not disproportionate. And I find that these crimes were committed while you were pending case in a diversion program for theft, which I'll find you guilty of that offense on case 634420 and impose a 6-month sentence on that case. I also find that the harm in this case was so great or unusual that a single term does not adequately reflect the seriousness of the conduct. I think that the history of use shows that these consecutive terms are necessary. So Ms. Eggleton, the sentence imposed in this court is going to be 31 years to 35 years to life. And I'm going to tell you that when you get out, the parole board will monitor you for that mandatory period of time.
She has to serve 31 to 35 before she can even go up for parole.
If you fail to report or comply, they can obviously sentence you up to 1/2 of any prison sentences this court imposed. Further, there's a notice of duties to enroll as a violent offender under revised code 2903.41. And I see here, there's a signature here that you've been advised of those requirements. Is that your signature there? All right. Is that a yes? Yes. Yeah, I'm going to sign my name that you understand these. I'll have a copy given to you. So when you do get out, you'll have an opportunity to have.
Oh, look, she got a tear. Look.
For the purposes of the sentencing, I'm going to mark this as court exhibit 1, which is the autopsy photos, protocol, and photos. And I'll keep that with the court reporter. And I'm further going to say, do you have the money or means to hire a lawyer for purposes of appeal on this sentence? All right. So I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent. They'll review the sentence on appeal and make a decision. Ms. Eggleton, I'm going to tell you this, that this sentence gives you an opportunity for reflection and remorse, a chance to acknowledge the harm caused, and to take steps towards your personal growth and healing. You have an opportunity to better yourself while in jail. Take classes, participate in workshops. You can still be a positive force in the lives of your surviving 5 children if you can grow and recognize what led you to take this frustration out on this young toddler. It's my hope that you can learn important life skills and eventually come back into society and help loving, and safely interact with grandchildren. Thank you. That's his thanks.
That's it.
Breaking news tonight from Memphis police. The body of a person has been found in a burned out car.
Yeah, I'm not going to cover that one today. That is the sentence. She has to serve 31 to 35 years before she can even go up for parole. And I think that is a just sentence. Just. She deserves it. So I want to just show you this one really quick before I get out of here. This was sent to me, and I do follow Bala Art, but I don't. Hold on. Okay, this one. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just share my screen with you on this one. And this is what I'm talking about with the, it's the racist rhetoric for me. Rhetoric that gets to me. And people can dance around it, tap around it, do whatever you want, but it's there. So here's what he had to say. Wait a minute. There we go.
Black president or the white president who got 1.7 billion off the price? I think they want the white guy right now. Less. Would you rather have the black president or the white president who got 1.7 billion off the price? I think they want the white guy right now.
So this was said in February of 2024. He was talking about Barack Obama. And he said that, would you rather have the black president or the white president who got 1.7 billion off the price? And he says, I think they want the white guy right now. This is what I'm saying. If you want to bring a country together, you don't do shit like that. You're dividing people, black, white, green, but this is what you're doing. And I don't know why people don't see that shit. And I get tired of hearing the excuses. Make America great again. The fuck? Well, yes, I saw some of his comments too, PMR. I saw some of his shit. So tomorrow we're probably going to have a whole discussion on that. But I did show what Ana Navarro said. If you guys are not following Ana Navarro on Instagram, please do so. There's a full picture of Melania naked. 2020, and then she's got the handcuffs on her wrist and she's handcuffed to something. That's what he means. Make America white again. No, and I'm serious. That's it. So I would definitely talk to you guys later. I want to thank Debbie for coming up. And I knew once I did that, Debbie had a lot to say. So if you missed the first part of it, please go back, listen to what Debbie have to say. Yes, I got to get ready for, I don't really go to my 9 o'clock meetings, but I have to, what? I am calm. What are you talking about? Did you see my message? I need you to please respond to me, or I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you real quick. Yep. But again, I want to say someone like the flies, this is an environmental hazard. Oh, yeah. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate you guys. Level up your YouTube viewing this summer. Oh, YouTube blogging. Okay. I want to say thank you guys for being here. And I have some work to do. It's not going to take me about an hour, but then I am free. I don't know what I'm doing today. I think I said I was going to go to the mall, but I don't like the mall here. So I think I'm just going to shop online and pick out a few things. I'm going to be a great grandma next month. So I was picking out cute little girly stuff, and I'm really excited about that. And I've been shipping shit to my granddaughter, who is finishing up nursing school. And she and her fiance, and I'm just excited. Hi, Scotland. Wait a minute. Flee by the Sea has reactivated. What? Are you serious? Oh, God. Wait a minute. Alexa, what's the temperature today? Oh, God.
Right now, it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 84 degrees.
So it's 59 degrees right now. Today, the high is going to be 84 degrees. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh my God, Scotland. Yes, I will be a great. I was just like, God damn. I'm like, wait a minute. But she's the same age that her daddy was when he made me a grandmother. So, and that was my first grandchild. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yes. So I'm excited. And they had the baby shower last weekend, and I was on a Zoom, well, not Zoom, a FaceTime thing. So I'm really, really excited about that. Who's Flee by the Sea? JY. So I'm excited. But a little girl, oh my God. And I bet she's going to have green eyes like her grandpa, because it has skipped his kids. So it's going to go to that granddaughter of his. She's going to have those green eyes. But again, thank you guys for being here. I've been here the whole time. Politics make me insane. I know, girl. That's why I don't pay attention. We are about, okay. I told you anytime. Come on. I got an empty room for you. You got your own bathroom. Come on. Anytime. I'm going to call you right quick anyway. I'm not Snuggle. Crazy Cat Mama. I love you guys. Let me get this music so I can get out of here. Thank you guys for being here. And let's not forget, this weekend I will be grifting. I have my trip coming up, and then Cranky's going to be grifting because she decided I needed to have an ice maker. So, but I would really prefer the cash instead of the gifts, because if I get mad at somebody, I don't want to have to beat the ice maker to death. Okay, I don't want to have to destroy something that someone bought for me, which you've never, ever, ever seen me do that shit anyway. But I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.